Assalamu alaikum, this is Porosh again, and this is the second part of the tutorial called how to make a quiz game using ActionScript 3. As in the first part I said that I would make a timer for this quiz to stay in certain period of time, and today I'm gonna do this. But first I have to do one thing, and the thing is, let me test it first. Here when I click Dhaka, it gives me the point, and when I keep clicking and the point is keep increasing, and this is what I do not want. I want to have 1 point for one answer. Okay, so selecting the action frame, go inside that action panel, and here just copy this click event listener, and whenever the correct answer is being pressed, I want to remove this event listener. I can also use it here, but I'm not gonna do this now. Okay, and copy and paste it inside every correct answer. And 4, I think it is done. And then here when it's taking me to the next question, I have to also add that event listener back, or else the next question won't work. Okay, save it, and if I test it, no matter how many times I click, the point will be 1, and here point 2, 3. I think it is working fine. Okay, and now I'd like to create a timer to stay the question in certain period of time. Okay, so go back to action panel, and just below this variable type var timer, and that is timer, and this variable will be new timer, and the time I want 1000, as I told you, about millisecond, and time will be 10. You see, repeat count 10 times, and then I will create an event listener for this timer. So timer.add event listener, timer event timer, and the function name should be start time, and create the function start time event timer event, and here I will put a condition. I will type if this timer dot current count equal to 10, and this timer will be reset and again timer will be start. But first here I have to start the time. Timer dot start, and if I trace, I can see the timer will be counting out in my output panel, but I'll make a text to see the counting. Copy this text and paste it here, and then change the text alignment right hand side this time, and change the instant name timer_txt, and here inside this event listener I would like to see the timer counting. So this timer_txt dot text should be showing time text and then current count. And if I test it now, it should work. Save it, control test it. You see the timer is counting, but when I click Dhaka, the timer is still counting. I want, when I click the answer, any answer, then I want the timer to be count from the beginning. Okay, so when I click any of the answers, I want timer to stop. So stop, and also want to remove this event listener. This timer event listener. Okay, and copy this and paste with all the answers. It is time consuming, but guys, you have to have patience if you want to learn something. And this is the last one. And when the next question appear, I also want the timer to be start. And dot reset. I don't want any problem, so I typed reset, and also add the timer event listener. Okay. and if I test it now, let's see what happened. Dhaka and timer is not counting. Why? Test it again. Dhaka timer is reset and now it is counting. You know, sometimes, yes, it is counting. Sometimes, you know, sometimes order does matter, because I type timer.start first, then I type timer.reset. That was a mistake. You have to type timer.reset first and then timer.start. In this case, not every case, in this case. Okay, and now okay, and now let's see whether let's test it first. Okay, so you see, when the timer is 10, I want this question should be changed. Okay, I want the second question should be appeared. So this, just copy this question and paste it inside the timer event and make it ++, and I think it will work. Save it, test it. Nine, 10, and it is taking me to the next question, and if I click 1971, it is counting, and then if I stay here, eight, 9, 10, it is taking me to the next question, and that is what I wanted. Okay, and one thing I told in the first tutorial, that why I didn't give any point when somebody answer wrong. Okay, because I didn't do that, because when somebody didn't answer, his point will be still 0, and if somebody answer wrong, his point will be minus. So to avoid this, I didn't give the minus when anybody press the wrong question. Is it clear to you? I think it is clear. Okay, and now everything is done here. Just few things. Let's give this text filter effect, drop shadow. Okay, and the color and distance, not 4, distance should be 2, and color I want this, and that's it. Control test it. Let's see, and here you see the effect has been applied. Okay, and it is looking more beautiful than it was before. Okay, good. China, correct, well done. I should give this also that effect, I think. No, it is not necessary. Okay, now I want to make a game over, or you say total point, for this quiz game. So but first let's lock this layer. But first I would like to apply some sounds when this timer tick. Okay, so I have already downloaded some sound, so I'll just import it in my library. So import to library, and on my desktop at the same folder quiz game I have a sound, tick sound and alarm sound. I will both import on my library. Here you see tick sound and alarm sound. I will use tick sound for ticking the timer. Okay, so selecting it, click property, and then change the .mp3 and go to action, and here check it. Okay, and click OK. And now here I have to make, I think every time when the timer tick I should play the tick sound. So here I have to make a custom function. I could have import the sound inside this timer, but I will use custom function and put it inside the event listener, enter frame event listener. Okay, so custom function of tick sound. Here function tick sound play and void, and type here if timer dot current count equal to 1, then but first I have to import the sound. So here I will import the sound for tick sound, tick snd equal to be new tick sound. You have to be very careful. You have to type the same spelling as it is here, ticksound, tick sound. And now just copy this tick snd, and here when timer dot current count equal to 1, then tick sound will be dot play. Okay, just comment it here, play sound, and then copy it, paste it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, and then change it to here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and then copy this custom function and paste it inside this enter frame event listener. and save it. If I test it, it should work. It is not working. No, it is keep playing. This is the problem. So just cut this and put it inside this timer event. Let's see what happened here. Control test. Yes, it is working. Yes. Yes, it is working fine. Yes, it is working fine, I think. Yes. When I put this tick sound inside this event listener, it was keep playing, and then I changed it to put here, and it is working fine. And now I have another sound, alarm sound. This sound I will use when this timer will be more than 7. Here similarly I will change this extension and export it for action script, and then I'll press OK. And here I will also import the sound va alarm snd, similarly same style, name, new alarm sound, and when this timer dot current count is 7, I want to play that sound. Okay, should I comment this sound out? Okay, let's see what happened. I commented out the previous sound, and here let's see what happened. Control test. When the timer will be 7, it should play. Yes, it is playing that sound. Is there any problem? I think the problem is this sound has multiple alarm sounds, so that is the problem. I have to fix this. I will change this sound into 1. So just then I'll come back. So I have converted the sound into 1 sound, so I will import that now. Import to library, and here alarm sound, and now the format is wave. Don't worry, it will be imported here, and it has been imported. And now I will export it for action script as I did earlier, and click OK, and sound has been changed, and I'll see the spelling. Alarm sound, alarm sound. Okay, it should work now as the spelling is the same. So control test. 5 6 when 7, yes, 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 it is working, yes, working fine. 1971, taking me next answer, and here when it is 7, yes, this is good. Okay, I think it's okay. Now here I'd like to make a game over, or you may say end quiz and a total point display. So but first I will insert a new layer and rename this layer level, and selecting that frame, I'll type here quiz, and this is the level quiz. And now I will insert here a blank keyframe, and then I will copy this quiz underscore txt and paste in the center and make it larger, 30, and then I'll make another copy of it and paste it below and change this font size to 40, and then change the instant name to total point underscore txt, and here I will type total points and insert another keyframe here, and then selecting this, go into the action panel and I'll type stop as usual, and then I'll type, taking this instant name, total point underscore txt dot text should be string, and that would be this quiz point. And insert another blank keyframe and type here quiz over. Okay, so insert a blank keyframe so that it may look better. And now when, let me test it, when the last question appear and when I click the correct answer or wrong answer, I want to go to this frame, this quiz over frame, to see the total point text and the total point. So here I have to code inside here. This is the last question, so I will insert a blank keyframe, and then I will also insert here a blank keyframe, and then go on the action panel and type here stop, and when I answer the last question, and after 2 seconds it's taking me to this frame. I want this frame to be taking me from the scene 1 to this frame. Okay, it's tricky. Okay, let's do it by typing here. Sorry, not here. Here, just type here parent dot go to and stop where to stop this quiz over label. Okay, paste it, save it, and if I test it I should see an error, because I'll explain it later on. It is already error because it's saying me here I have to give another closing parenthesis. I think if I test it now, it is also an error. Why? Movie clip parent dot go to and stop. If I type here, I think I missed something. Here parent would be inside the parenthesis. Control test. Okay, it is working. Dhaka, and then 1971, and then China, and then 21st February. No, it is not taking me. Why? Because question plus plus and it should take me the next frame, and here I didn't put the condition, so here I have to type if question, this question equal to 5. Okay, then answer holder to go to and stop 5. It was not taking the answer holder to this frame, so this function was not executed. And if I test it now, I should see the function work, but also an error. Okay, let me test it. Dhaka 1971, China 21st February, and it is taking me to the total point. It's okay, but here it says an error. So, and you see also you can heard the sound of ticking. So the problem is when this answer holder taking me to the first scene, to the first, from the first frame of the first scene to second frame, this all of this event listener still working. That's why it is throwing me the error. So all I have to do is to just copy, and when answer holder go to step 5, then I have to remove all the event listener. And that will stop throwing the error. And now one more, this one. Remove event listener. Okay, and now I could do that before I get this error, but I didn't, as I wanted to show you. Okay, if I test it now, there will be still an error. Test Dhaka 1971, China 21st February. Not throwing an error. Okay, so far so good. I thought it would show me an error because I thought this comma executing before all this event listener will be removed. Okay, no problem, it's working. And I think it is also a long tutorial for today, and if you feel boring, please, I'm sorry. And in the next tutorial I'll be making a menu and settings for showing the right answers, and saving scores option. Okay, so if you like this tutorial, please I request you to do subscribe me, press the bell icon, put a lot of comments, share this video. I would like to grow my channel, guys, that's why I am working so late. Okay, thanks for watching. Assalamu alaikum.